platform with amazing women to be part of this great movement and to celebrate International Women's Day, which should be really every day. So, what do you think when you look at me? A woman of faith, oppressed, brainwashed, or second-class citizen? If some of your perception about me were negative, I don't really blame you. That's just how the media has been portraying people who look like me. One study found that 80% of news coverage of Islam and Muslim is negative. So those that don't know me, let me tell you who I am. I'm a mom, a coffee lover, only black. On the side, I'm a journalist and an activist. When I wore the hijab, I was in second year of university. My Muslim friends thought it was a fashion statement. My non-Muslim friends thought it was a political statement. Some even thought I got married. She must be oppressed. Poor her, she had really nice hair. And my parents' fear was, has our daughter become an extremist? The real reason was I was going through an identity crisis. I wanted to know my purpose in life. I wanted to feel connected. So that's when I started to wear a hijab after doing my own research, no other reasons. Unfortunately, a couple of months after that, 9/11 happened. I was sitting in my living room, switching channel. I looked on the screen and I saw the word breaking news. There was smoke, airplane flying into building, people jumping out of building. What was this? An accident? My shock quickly turned into outrage. Who would do this? And I switched the channel and here, Muslim terrorist. In the name of Islam, Middle Eastern descent, jihad, oh my Lord. Not only was my religion hijacked by a few extremists who had very little to do with Islam, in a flash, somebody else's action was my fault. Since then, hate crime has increased. It felt like a complete different world. Muslim organizations were saying things like, be alert, be aware, stay in well-lit area, but the truth is, I really didn't want to get out of my house. My parents told me to take my scarf off, as I will be a target, and I said no. Our life has changed. Islamophobia went mainstream after the war on terror in 2001. I remember winter evening, I was at New Cross Station waiting for a train. A drunk guy smacked a bottle on my arm and said, go back to your country, you. That's how it all started for me. Since that day till today, we faced all sorts of hate crimes. Emotions were so raw, understandably. But till today, what I don't understand and what you don't see and hear much in the media is case studies from some of our sisters and sisters forum. My mom has mobility issue, walks with a crutch. She walks slowly. One day while she was walking to the supermarket, a van pulled over, 3 men got out, they urinated on her. Case study 2, I was walking through the park and I heard a man shout, get her, get her. I turned around, he was telling his dog to attack me. A woman was with him, she said to him, stop it, he laughed at her. I get it, people are angry at the terrorists, guess what? So was I. But did I or women like me deserve the attacks? Islamophobia is not accidental or random fear, it's been created, it's been allowed others to hate or justify attack on Muslim women, including senior Tory leaders such as Boris's comment on Muslim women wearing a niqab as a letterbox. Or David Cameron saying that Muslim women need to learn English. More recently, the witch hunt against Shamima Begum, a schoolgirl groomed at 15, was a highlight on the media. Not as the innocent brainwashed victim, but as a jihadi bride who showed no remorse. Perfect cover-up for the failure of Tory government, Brexit was shoved under the carpet. Shamima was demonized for leaving Britain to join ISIS, but where did ISIS come from and why did it become attractive to some, a small number of British Muslims? I don't think you can understand the rise of ISIS and Muslim terrorism without seeing the emerge from the wreck of countries like Iraq, responsibility for which ultimately lies with America and British government. People don't get radicalized in the mosque. The only place they get radicalized is on the internet. The only problem mosques create is they take up too much parking space. The first thing that happens when people get radicalized is they cut themselves off their family, community, so the terrorists can influence as the true Muslim and the rest of us as sellouts. Young girls like Shamima want to raise their anger about injustice in the world, and yes, the mosque and the community has failed them, and these are the target for groups like ISIS and give them a solution to their problems. We should all condemn ISIS, no doubt, they don't represent Muslim or Islam, but we are going to give into their narrative if we see them as a representative of 1.6 billion Muslims in the world. They will only tarnish my peaceful religion, Islam. Some of my Muslim friends distance themselves as they didn't want to be seen as ISIS supporters. Some said she should be punished. My non-Muslim friends took a principled stance in defending Shamima's human rights. No one is justifying her action, but we all believe she should have been given a fair trial, possibly a criminal charge, and brought back to Britain, which was her home. Revoking her citizenship without an investigation or trial is no solution. Islam has been demonized by society and the media. Attack on Muslim women is on the rise. I dread anything happening anywhere in the world, as Muslim women in the UK will be held responsible and we will be victim of another attack. The media needs to take some responsibility for the way in which Muslim women are being treated in the UK and for the rise of Islamophobia. Media needs to be fair in reporting. For example, when 7/7 happened, Islam once again was tarnished. As British Muslims, did we only condemn the attack that happened in Aldgate? Islam mosque opened the doors for people to come, eat, drink, use the facility. Muslim cab drivers were dropping off people without charging. I was working for Islamic Relief. We donated £300,000 to Red Cross to assist the victim. I wrote a press release, and I remember the press wasn't interested. One said to me, "It's not newsworthy."